Hi there, Bonesby here. I must say, Cryptoys is one of those projects that when I do a video about Cryptoys, it's probably one of my most favorite fun videos to do. I love talking about the company. I've been tracking it for a long time now. And the fact that each collectible is rigged, each NFT is built from the ground up to be gamified and have utility, that is something that is exciting to me. And I cannot wait to play with my toys in these games and these activities all set up for us to enjoy. Now, let's first of all talk about what was just announced. NASCAR. Cryptoys has just announced the partnership that we've been teased this partnership so long ago. We'll get into that. The Yoda is coming and vaulting. If you didn't know already, the UFOs, you can't buy them anymore. So let's talk about that and see what has been going on in the Cryptoverse. If you have been following Cryptoys, you probably already know this, but let's talk about this a little bit. When you go onto the drop page and you want to purchase a Cryptoy, there's something missing. You go down, what has happened? Vaulted. Dr. Fudd's portal machine is broken. The vortexes are appearing everywhere. Dr. Fudd devised a plan to save the people of the Cryptoverse, capturing, keeping them safe in his vault for their protection. Which series will he vault next? So this is a little hint actually, because when I go and look here, Cryptoys on March 18th, they said in a glass case of emotion, right? Because they're vaulted now. You cannot purchase these UFO characters on the market anymore. They are in the hands of the collectors and in the vault, which when will we gain access to this vault? First of all, shout out to Matt from the team, Dr. Punchman, and the whole team for doing this amazing comic book style story that led up to the vaulting. I love it. I love the storytelling, and it just really brings you into this world, right? And just the Cryptoverse. You know, I am so excited to get into the Cryptoverse when we are able to, game and have fun with our Cryptoys. But yeah, which line is next? So they must be saying that this is not the end. Dr. Fudd is not going to stop here. He is probably going to start vaulting and burning other lines, right? So that is something to watch out for, because this came pretty quick, right? This came pretty quick. So when you go on the website, you see it. You cannot buy it anymore. It's vaulted, right? Inventory is no longer available. I like how they mix things up. Super cool. Everyone who wanted to buy a UFO at this point bought it, and now they have been burnt. Some of them have been burnt, and some of them have been vaulted. And the way that they did this whole event was through Dr. Fudd. And, when was this? This was on March 7th, right? They teased us with this Dr. Fudd, comic here, about what was going on. Dr. Fudd, right? We knew about Dr. Fudd. We saw some concept art, but we didn't really know what Dr. Fudd was all about. We knew he was a bad guy, but what was he really up to? And now we got some hints, right? We got hints. We're like, what's going on? What is he doing? He's pushing a button. Is this Poof? Poof, are you Dr. Fudd? Let me know. And then, yeah, it kept on leading up to all of these comic strips. We did not know what was going on. And then finally, on March 11th, they announced that there is going to be a live stream, right, on March 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern to tell us exactly what is going on. And then that is when they described the vaulting, right? Here's the Medium article I will have in the description below, so you can really go and deep dive into it and see what all the numbers actually are. Because essentially, Dr. Fudd, it seems like he's trying to help, actually. He vaulted the UFOs, and whatever wasn't vaulted got sucked into the vortex and got burnt. And the numbers are all here depending on how the sales were in the primary market. That is how many got burned, and that is how many got vaulted. Again, you can go look at this Medium article and see, and it gives the numbers. It gives all the numbers, right? So the 30,000, it was a 30,000 mint run for the UFOs, right? And if fewer than 10,000 units were sold, then you'll vault 3,000. If more than 10,000 but fewer than 20,000, you'll vault 2,000, and so on and so forth. And you can see how it affects the sales, affect how many go into the vault. Super cool, right? A couple noteworthy items of the vaulting is no commons. So the commons are done. So all those people that got commons were like, oh, commons, commons. The thing about the commons though is that even with the ZUFO line, I was super excited to get anything in ZUFO. I loved all these characters. These are the Genesis characters. This is the line. These are the characters that Cryptoys developed for their company. It is their IP. They can do whatever they want with them. So everything new, everything testing, everything will happen with these characters. And I think having these characters are going to be a we're going to be rewarded for sure having all these characters. So the commons, there is no more commons. You cannot acquire these commons even in the vault, right? The only way to acquire these commons is on the secondary market when the market opens. That is something, to remember as well, right? The commons are getting burnt. They all got burnt. Whatever was left, they got burnt. So we don't know. So it'll be interesting to see if they give us the numbers, how much is in the vault, how much they burned. It'll be interesting to see that. You could have, let's say, a 5,000 mint Elfie, but there might only be 3,000 total of them left. Then they are considered echoes now. It is a cool name that they gave them. Who knows what these echoes will do in the future in the Cryptoverse and how they play with the story. Matt, I'm very interested to see how you use these echoes going forward with Cryptoys. That's going to be awesome. The Ultra Grails, right? So if there was one of ones, there was 3 one of ones, right? The Ultra Grails, they all got vaulted. If there was no Ultra Grails inside of anyone's backpack and they were still in the primary market, they got taken out of the market and they got put in the vault automatically because we do not want to burn those precious one of ones. Somebody has to get them all. We have to get those one of ones. So with this other part here, this just proves that, the vault event is not over. Dr. Fudd is going to be causing more mischief with the other lines and the other IPs because, the ZUFOs are one of ones, the Ultra Grails, the Motu are one of ones, but the Disney, Mickey and Friends, and the Star Wars, all the Ultra Grails are 100 mints each. So if they're not one of ones, only 50% of the remaining units are vaulted. So whatever is left in the primary market, 50% of it will get burnt. 50% of it is going into the vault. That is going to really, the Ultra Grails are scarce already. That is really going to make them even more scarce and highly sought after for sure if there is some left in the market. So that is something that is noteworthy for sure. So this is really cool because now, the unboxing experience, that cool ZUFO unboxing experience is in the hands of the holders and the collectors and in the vault right now, right? So whatever's in the vault, that is the only place we are going to be able to access these Genesis characters, the ZUFOs, and the way we access these characters is through golden tickets. If you max mint, if you do buy 5 cubes on one transaction, you are able to get a golden ticket. And the first utility that we're going to be able to have with the golden ticket is we can access the vault. We don't know when, to get us a chance to purchase one of these vaulted ZUFO characters with a higher percent chance, right? There's a higher percent chance of getting that one of one, of getting those grails, right? Of getting a higher rarity. And where was it here? Yeah, right. They're teasing something is going on. So they are leading up. Shout out to Matt again for this awesome comic, this great story that he is doing. It seems like, these characters are planning something. They are planning something to maybe get into the vault, to open the vault so we can save, so we can get some of those UFO characters out of the vault. We'll see what happens, to be continued, right? I love the story. It's awesome. Let's go and look. So this is the original white paper. The link to the white paper will also be in the description below. This is the white paper that was last updated 11 months ago, and it shows the rarity and the distribution of the 30,000 when they were in the store. So if we look, the common was a 54% chance of getting a common. Now, if we look at this new article here, this in the white paper, right? The new vault, 0% chance. of getting a common, right? Because there was no commons. Let's look at the uncommon. Was 24%, now is 30%. Slightly more to get the uncommon, but then when we go higher, it gets interesting. 12% rare in the vault, 25% rare. That is your chance to get a rare in the vault. It went up huge on the rare. So when you look at epic, 6%, only 6% chance to get it when you buy it on the primary market when it was available to purchase. In the vault, 20%, right? That's a huge jump. Legendary, 3% only. We look here, 15%. The grails, 1% chance to get a grail. Now you have a 5 to 9% chance to get a grail, okay? The ultra grails were under 1%, and we don't know how many ultra grails are in the vault yet. We'll see if they give us all those numbers to see if all 3 of those ultra grails are in that vault. It'll be super exciting to see if they tell us and to go, because now going in that vault, you might have to, burn one of those golden tickets, but it might be worth going for a couple and trying your hand at getting these higher rarities at this higher percent chance, because these numbers have increased by a lot. I love this event. I love how they did this. Super exciting. And I cannot wait for this new event to start, for the vault to open, and to see how Comet, Elfie, and Juno get into this vault and let us capture and let us save these characters from the vault. It's going to be so fun. So this was all announced on March 12th, and you had only 3 days to purchase. If you want to purchase more ZUFOs, your last chance to purchase from the primary store, until some of them got burnt and some of them got thrown into the vault forever, right? So very exciting stuff. Also, something that is worth mentioning, let's go back in time a little bit to March 6th. We got the official 3 weeks away from launching the rare Star Wars Jedi Council Yoda. Everyone was, kind of upset because the Yoda was gated to only the top tier collectors, the collectors that collected all of the Star Wars collection of that first wave. They were able to get the Grail and Ultra Grail Yoda, and a lot of people love Yoda. Yoda is a highly sought after character, and to see Yoda for the first time on the blockchain and in this little Cryptoy character is something that is super fun, and we want to collect. So Will and the team listened, and now they made the announcement that we will be able to purchase the rare Yoda on March 27th at 12 p.m. Eastern for $29.99, the same thing as the Mickey, right? The Fantasia Mickey. So that is going to be something that is going to be super exciting to do and to collect. I will definitely be going and getting up and picking up one of those. Super awesome. I can't wait to play, right? I want to play with Yoda on the block. I want to go into the Cryptoiverse in with all the games, with his little flips and his lightsaber. You're going to be able to do a bunch of cool things with Yoda and all of these Cryptoys. And this is one that I cannot wait to have in my backpack for sure. Now, the most recent news is, you probably heard, this new partnership with NASCAR. Let's go to this post. Let's go to this post that Will did. This GIF. When did he post this GIF? July 7th of 2023, last year. He said, just signed and finalized our latest partnership deal for Cryptoys. We all speculated. Of course, the number one thing everyone thinks about when we see this is cars and Hot Wheels, right? Everyone's thinking Hot Wheels, and it was a tease. And usually, when he teases something like this, it's not like a trick and he means something else. Usually it is what it is, right? Like, it's something to do with cars and it's NASCAR. And then also a day before NASCAR's announced, poof, post this. Coincidence? I think not. And here it is. Super exciting. And it went all around, right? Even NASCAR, the main page, the NASCAR page here that has 3.6 million followers, they even posted about it, about their partnership. And, it's to be expected. I've seen this with tons of other projects, that when a company that doesn't usually post about NFTs or Web3, a Web2 company posts about NFTs, you are going to get negative comments from people that are not in the space, that don't really understand what NFTs are, or, what the purpose of NFTs are, because, mainstream media always talks about NFTs and how they're scams. They're JPEG pictures. People try to get rich. They buy the picture and then they try to sell it for more, but it ends up being a scam because they just take your money and, I could just screenshot the picture. Totally understandable. I get it. I fully get it. I came into the space a couple years ago and I had no idea what NFTs or anything was a bubble. Once I discovered the purpose of NFTs and blockchain technology and true ownership and what you can do with NFTs, I was sold. I was hooked. And then I saw all these big IPs starting to get into the space, and then independent projects too. I got into a bunch of independent projects, really cool projects that are doing awesome things for this space in gaming and all other. I'm a big gamer, right? So, I came into the space using an Oculus and just picturing what I could do with my Oculus and having NFTs and owning these things and creating files and avatars and having them as NFTs. And it is just awesome. So with Cryptoys, right? These NFTs all have utility. Every single NFT is born with utility. So I'm not here to convince anybody about NFTs. Cryptoys, I think, will show everybody what NFTs can do and what gaming can do and what Cryptoys can do for the space with NFTs in regards to ownership and having fun, right? I came into Cryptoys for the gaming aspect, and I cannot wait to game with my NFTs and these collectibles and to trade them and to use them in all sorts of different ways. It's going to be awesome. So there is going to be a Q&A on the Discord with the co-founders on March 21st at 5 p.m. Eastern to talk about this amazing partnership. So I wonder, what does this partnership entail, right? What kind of NASCAR items in the Cryptoverse are we going to get? Is it going to be like characters, like kind of like the movie, the Pixar movie Cars, where they're actual characters in like a Cryptoid style way? Or are they going to be like items? Are we going to be able to just drive the cars on their own in races, in games, once you're going to have the app and once we're going to be able to play these games? Are we going to drive these cars, or do you need to have a character like Comet, Juno, Alfie, or any of the Disney? Do you need to have a character in order to drive these cars? So I think, these are some great questions to ask in the Q&A, is how are they going to utilize this amazing partnership with NASCAR in Cryptoys, and how will we use them in the games? Because we're going to game with them and we're going to race with them. Most likely, you can't have NASCAR without races, and there's going to be races, and it's going to be awesome because this is going to be the first actual vehicle, right, that we are going to see in a Cryptoid style way. I'm super excited for those live streams that they do with the art team and to see the very first pictures and the very first art of how these NASCAR Cryptoys are going to look. It's going to be super awesome. I am so excited. 2024 is gearing up to be one of the biggest years for Cryptoys, especially with this amazing partnership just announced with NASCAR. But of course, the number one question that everyone always asks, and I know it's going to be in the comments, is when Marketplace. And the team has assured us that it is still on track for the first half of this year, 2024. I cannot wait to see this Marketplace released and just the growth of this company and all the new activations and features that come with the Marketplace. Super exciting. Cryptoys, I'm having so much fun already, and it's only going to get better. As always, thanks for watching. Bones B.